Hello everyone and welcome back to another hardcore video. In the last episode, I realized my love for decorating with banners, but banners are kind of expensive. It takes 6 pieces of wool for 1 banner, and whenever you want to decorate with as many banners as I do, it adds up quickly. That's why in today's episode, we're going to be building a wool farm to fund my banner obsession. We're still tiptoeing around 40k subscribers, so it would help me out huge time if you would consider subscribing and leave a little like if you'd like to help me out further. But enough of that, let's go ahead and jump on into the video. Thank you all so much for all of your kind words and feedback about the castle. I will be going full send in the future and will continue to expand it even further. I don't know why I'm so hesitant towards making builds too big, but you all have convinced me we are going to continue to expand upon it. But I do want to take a little break from the castle project so we're not just castle forever. But like I just said, we are going to of course be building a wool farm today, but I don't have any green dye because I've never been to a desert. So we're going to start off with a little bit of exploration, which is very exciting because I feel like I have barely explored in this world at all. So I did a little peek over on Chunk Base and got some coordinates for a desert. So that is where we are headed right now. It's honestly not even too far away. We had to go a little over 1,000 blocks, which isn't bad at all. If you remember my last Let's Play series, we had to go like 8,000 blocks or something for a desert. So I'll take like a little over 2,000 blocks. That sounds good to me. Whoa, we just like snuck up right on the desert. Oh, and there's like, oh, an outpost and whatever this is, a temple. Yeah, that really wasn't that far away. Not too bad at all. Though I do kind of want to explore this. What if there's a goat horn up there? I feel like we haven't done anything super risky here in this hardcore world. So like, let's do it. Why not? Wait, and we got an armor trim. Why do I kind of always forget about armor trims? And of course we did get a goat horn. Here is the one that we got. Oh, that's like the lamest one, isn't it? I think so. Whoa, and there's a village so we could get a camel. This is actually so cool. Oh wait, let me actually go here and dump the icky. Dump. Of course, I want to visit the temple as well. So let's see if we can just like get in here real quick like, and maybe like, I don't know, not block it. Yeah, see, we're safe now. And now, as long as we don't fall on there, we should be good. Piece of cake. I will go ahead and break that. Let's see. Ooh, okay, some diamonds. I'll take some diamonds. Some bones. Some other little goodies here too. Was that a saddle? It was. Mending. Hey, that's so cool. And another saddle. I haven't even got any cactus, and look at my inventory. I'm going to set a chest here and just dump some of the things I don't really... Did they get it? They got in here? Hello, buddy. Thank goodness I got rid of that pressure plate because he would have come in here and killed us all. Alrighty. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the surface and get what I actually came for. Oh gosh, guys, leave me alone. Down into the hole. Oh, there's so many of them now. They're just falling from the sky, quite literally falling from the sky. You know, maybe I should leave. What are we thinking? Are we thinking that we leave? Because that's what I'm thinking. Run away. That was just invigorating, wasn't it? And look at them back there. Look at them. They're just chasing me. Also, I look like a little porcupine. Onwards to the village. And we're just bringing this little pillager over to the village. Honestly, I'm down for a little bit of chaos. Whoa, look at the floating camel. You all have floating camels here? Come on, guy. Meet the iron golem. Iron golem, you better help them. Oh, not the camel! That's evil. Iron Golem, you better get him. There you go. Okay. Oh, I love chaos. Let me quickly loot this village, see if there's anything for me to snag. I also would like to get some terracotta while I'm out here because we're going to be building with a little bit of terracotta. So that being said, I'm probably going to dump some of the things I don't super care about, but we can always come back for it if I, need some iron horse armor. The haul's looking pretty good though. And look at the kitty. We'll just get the regular color terracotta so that we can dye it whatever color we want. Oh, and if I see some white stuff, I'm gonna take the white. Oh, and light gray. Is this light gray? Yes, we're going to need all of those colors. So I guess, we'll just take what we can. This is just like the prettiest area ever. It's so cool too. There's so many different structures. There's a little village, little villagers just running around. Where is he going? An azalea tree. Oh, and is that a warm ocean? Wait, maybe we should get a little bit of coral. I was saying that in last episode. The only problem is my inventory is very full, but I'm sure we can get a little bit. We have one inventory space and that's perfect because I just want to get one kind of coral. We'll definitely have to come back here and maybe bring a brush. I'm sure that we could find some sniffer eggs and lots of other cool things. All right, let's try to find the piece of coral I want. Oh, this one. I like the pink fan. What is it called? Brain coral fan. That's the one I want to look for. 8 pieces is more than enough, I think. Again, we made out so good. So now it is time for us to head home. Wait, can we do this? Oh my goodness, imagine how cute it would be if we could put these little coral pieces on top of the lily pads. Why can't we do that? I'm angry. But let me go ahead and sprinkle these around a little bit. I think it's so cool to go around in my world and then get like a special little goodie that I can bring back to my base and continue to add to my builds. It makes my builds feel alive and ever changing and not just like, oh, I've done a build and I'm never gonna touch it again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle the rest of these around in the water because why not? Alrighty, and that is the little pond upgraded just slightly. And now I need to start working on getting all of the build materials for this wool farm. And I actually have to go to the Nether because I need some crimson wood. I hate the Crimson Forest so much because of the hoglins. It is so scary. So most of the build materials I'm going to do off camera just because it's boring, but I don't think it's going to be boring to get crimson wood. So let's have a little bit more chaos together, shall we? We'll get my little pee-pee pants. I'm sorry, but you cannot look at this and not think about pee-pee pants. Oh wow, and we got another golden apple, I think from the temple. That's pretty cool. I'll put those in my hotbar. Oh, and now that I'm thinking about it, let's try to get a little bow. It is about dang time. How are we almost 350 days into this world and I don't have a bow? Kind of embarrassing. I will need to get up to level 30, so I guess we'll be going over to Moss Reach. Hello, villager. Leave a name suggestion for this little villager below, please, because it's about time that he's had a proper name. I honestly want to try to name like all of my villagers. Also, I kind of want to get like a little king and queen up at the castle. Wouldn't that be so cool? Yeah, they're going to be living inside of the moss farm, but I think it's kind of cool for the vibes. Just like 2 random villagers or the king and queen. I don't know. It's just funny to me. Okay, anyways, let's get some experience. We're on level 38, so we can finally do some enchanting. Unless we get really, really lucky, I think that we're probably going to have to enchant a few different bows. So first of all, let's try this power 4. Oh wait, power 4 infinity? I guess all we really need now is Unbreaking 3. So let's see if we can roll for an Unbreaking 3 bow. I don't really like flame on my bows, so I probably won't go for that. It's just too risky to accidentally like burn myself on fire or something. Though we might not be able to get it because we are almost out of levels. This is our last chance. Power 4. Let's just try it. Might as well. Ooh, okay, see? That's perfect. And then we can go ahead and combine these 2 bows. Let's see if we switch them. Okay, that's cheaper. So power 4. No, power 5. Unbreaking 3 Infinity. Pretty good. I do think that I will grab a little bit of building blocks because we'll probably have to tower around a little bit in the Nether. But let's jump right in. And I did do another peek into Chunk Base to figure out where we can find a Crimson Forest, which will be right over this way. I like using Chunk Base, especially in hardcore, because there's no way that I want to be just like aimlessly wandering around the Nether trying to find what I need to find. Absolutely not. I play Minecraft how I want to play Minecraft, and if I want to use Chunk Base, then I'm going to. We'll fall down here, but I do want to make a little staircase. Always gotta try to make my life a little bit easier getting back home. Maybe we'll end up finding a Nether fortress too. I need to find one of those so bad. Oh, wait, is that literally one? Oh my gosh, that's another fortress. I don't want to get too greedy here, but also getting some nether wart would be so nice so that whenever we go to the Nether again, we can have some fire resistance potions. And this makes me want to vomit. I hate that. Let's not go that way. I'm about 200 blocks away from my destination. And why is this taking so long? Traveling in the Nether just kind of sucks, and it takes you so long to get wherever you need to go. Oh wait, there's a little warped forest. That's cool. Oh, I found the Crimson Forest and a ghast. We're so close, but yet still so far away. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I just got the take aim advancement. Now that I think about it, I think that I just want to grab some of the nylium and some mushrooms so that I can farm these at home and I don't have to be in this stinky Crimson Forest, because I am actually like terrified right now. I am so ready to be back in my cozy little base. I did also see some hoglins, which is just fantastic. I feel like the most important thing whenever you're doing something dangerous is to make sure that you have an escape plan. All right, so here are these little mushrooms. We'll grab a couple. Why are there so many? I two-shot that. Hello? Maybe the piglin already got to him a little bit, but honestly, this bow... Oh, yeah! This bow works so well. Wow. And then I'll grab just a little bit more of this nylium. I think that we can just kind of like infinitely farm it back home. I just have to make sure that I don't accidentally like get rid of it or something. And also, let's take this little warped fungus as well, because then we can get warped wood as well. And then we wouldn't have to come back to the Nether for that. Here is the haul. I feel like that is pretty good, don't you think? And now we just have to head back home. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to that fortress. I guess maybe I'll scope it out whenever... Why is he not attacking me? He like looked at me for a good second before he even considered attacking. Yeah, but I'm not sure about the fortress. I'm just gonna scope it out, see how I'm feeling once I get there. So if we were to go to this fortress, I would have to somehow probably get across this lava ocean, I'm thinking. And I see lots of bridges, but I wonder if there is an actual proper interior. You know, I'm not feeling like risking my life again. I've had enough chaos for one day. We can visit a fortress again at some other point. Home sweet home. I've never been so happy to see my house and to be alive. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start gathering all of the materials that we're going to need for this wool farm. So I think how I want to go about this build is to, of course, get the outline in as per usual, but then I want to actually get the farm in before we build the whole thing. Also, why am I digging right there? That's not even where it's gonna go. We'll start on this right corner and go over 4 blocks. And this will kind of be a foundation, and we'll have some diorite walls actually below the spruce. I almost never build with diorite, so it's kind of cool that I'm getting to. And then this will be the entrance, and then we'll start that same pattern again. Let's take a little step back and see how that placement is. I think it looks pretty good. We'll probably have like a little staircase going up to the entrance as well. On the side, we'll do a section of 3. Then a section of 5. And lastly, finish it off with another section of 3. There is this cave here that we should probably go and light up because I already had 2 baby zombies chase me out of it. But anyways, we can go ahead and copy that same thing on this side. I'm not quite sure what to do about the cave system because this is how the build is looking right now. And there's quite a massive hole to fill in. So I might just leave it for now. I could definitely terraform this and kind of just bring the hill a little bit down. But I don't know if that's how I want to go about it. I'm just not sure yet. For now, I'm just going to fill the dirt to this level. Eventually, we will get a cuter floor in, but I have some redstoning to do, so I'm just going to worry about it a little bit later. Just one more thing before we go ahead and get this farm in. I want to build the first layer of the wall just so that we can see the boundaries that we're working with, because the wall will start 1 block in, so I don't accidentally want to start the farm on this level, if that makes sense. Also, methinks that I didn't collect enough pale oak wood. It's true that I don't know much about redstone, but I do think that I can create a simple wool farm without a tutorial, which is kind of exciting. So I think we do it like this, and then we can surround this part in glass, and that will be the first little stall. And then we'll just repeat that process over and over again. This is probably one of the easiest redstone farms that you can build. We'll have 4 colors on each side. So 4 on this side, this side, this side, this side, which will make 16 colors, which is how many we need. This is the easy part. The hard part is getting the little minecart rail system in. It's just tedious. It's not really difficult, it's just kind of annoying. I hear a zombie somewhere. I have no idea where he's at, but we're just going to proceed. But now I think that I need to go ahead and clear out 2 blocks underneath the floor. Oh, I just heard one of the observer and dispenser things work. So that means I did it correctly, I think. Yes, this whole time I was second guessing myself. This is the part that confuses me just a little bit, but I think that we need to build the rail on this level, and then it'll need to be 1 block in front of the observer because that is where the sheep will be standing. So I think we just do like a giant circle thing, or I guess it's a rectangle, right? Maybe. Is it really just that simple? I'm thinking in the back, that's where we will put our chest. We'll have the hopper going into that, and then somehow we'll figure out a way to actually be able to access it from up there. We'll obviously need to power some rails so we can actually have the minecart go by itself. So I think I'll just make some redstone torches, and then we have powered rails here. If we do this and then place a torch here, will it power the rails? It looks like it's not. Maybe if we place it underneath. Yes, there we go. Let's see if the minecart will be able to go now all by itself. If I build a line of stone bricks and then place a trapdoor here and then flip it, I should be able to make the minecart go. We'll be able to push it, and now we can see if it's able to just continuously go by itself. And I think, yep, it is definitely good. Perfect, perfect. Cool beans, we've done this thing. Now let's try to get some little sheep in here, and then we can go ahead and be getting wool the whole time that we're building. Of course, we're going to need lots of shears, so let's bring some iron with us as well. And then I have a couple of escapee sheep around, so let's go ahead and bring those sheep over to the farm. I'm not really going to care about what color of sheep we're attracting. Oh my goodness, can you stop spinning on the trapdoor? Let's go. We have things to do. Anyways, I'm not really going to care about what color of sheep we attract over because I have all of the dye just sitting in a chest anyway, so I'll just re-dye them whatever color I want to. Alrighty, in you go. And it'll go ahead and start doing its thing, which is so exciting. I think we'll probably start with like red and then move along in the rainbow. Wait, it just did the thing. Wait, let's see. Oh wait, I don't have any shears in there. Oh my goodness. Let me get some shears going. Shears are in. Now let's get the rest of the sheep in. Boop, 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 move, boop. And last boop. The sheep are all officially in, and this is how much wool we've gotten so far. Actually pretty good. Look at all of the colors. This is so exciting. I can make so many banners now. So now we can go ahead and start getting this build finished. For this build, I really wanted to use some same elements that I used with my starter house and also the barn, because I feel like it's been so long since I've used those themes in my builds, especially with this build here, our castle obviously. These are all different color palettes, so I really wanted to go back to the basics. So we'll start with using an insane amount of stripped spruce logs. On the first layer of the wall, I want to do a little fun staircase detail so we get these little, like, I don't know, holy designs. I don't know what else to call it, you know, because there's like little holes in there. See, isn't it cute? The rest of the way up the wall, we'll just fill it in with pale oak logs. Again, this is so expensive, so in order to cut down cost a little bit, on the parts that you can't see from the outside, I'm going to build up with planks. And then on the other side, it looks cool. It's like a fun little detail, I guess. And I'm just going to have a little bit too little of the pale oak wood. This is what it's looking like so far. We will add some little details around the walls like we did with the starter house over here. I know it's a lot of white and spruce, but don't you worry, because whenever we start getting the roof in, that's whenever it's going to start looking really special. I had a lot of fun trying to design this roof. Before we go ahead and get the details in on the wall, I'm going to start on this roof trim, and then we'll alternate between upside down staircases and slabs. Again, just like I did with the starter house, we'll have a little peak up at the front, so it'll look something like this. I'm thinking maybe for today's episode, I'm just going to leave the back an ugly mess. Let me know what I should do with it. Should I just like cover it up? Honestly, that's what I'm leaning towards. I just can't imagine how I would creatively incorporate that into the build or creatively terraform it. Now for the side peak, it's going to be kind of interesting. Honestly, I don't even know how to explain it. I'll just show you what it looks like whenever I'm done. Also, these days have been just flying by. Nothing is faster than a Minecraft day whenever you're in build mode. So this peak looks a little bit like this. It'll look a lot better whenever we actually fill it in, but I really like the shape of it. I think it's a fun shape. And since this build is so wide, if we went up like a normal roof, it would just look kind of clunky. So I kind of like how it looks a little bit disconnected. It makes it look a little bit thinner, a little bit less awkward. I am so... that scared me. No, leave me alone. We have to light up this fence. Oh my goodness. Fence? Cave? This cave? I'm stressed, okay? Where did he even come from, honestly? Anyways, I am so excited to get this roof in because it's going to be so colorful and so pink, and I'm so excited. So with the trim in, we can go ahead and start this, and let me set out this gradient for you. I'll go ahead and pop up the video that I got this gradient from. I did not come up with it by myself, and I will link it down below as well. But these are the blocks that we are working with. I have never done a gradient like this, hence why I'm so excited. We're starting with Nether brick, and then we're going to end with some white terracotta. So now you can see why we went on a wild goose chase around the world trying to collect all these blocks. Also, this build will have like a tiny little tower in the middle, kind of like we did with the little cleric villager's house, but I'm going to ignore that for now because it kind of hurts my brain trying to figure out how to do it before I get the roof in. So first, let's get the roof in, and we should probably get that little middle bit into the roof as well. I'm going to have it dip down here a little bit so that it's not just going straight across. And methinks this is going to be a little bit tricky to figure out how to do. That seems pretty good to me. In order to not get confused with this gradient, I'm going to work on all four sides at the same time and in rows, if that makes sense. So we will start off with the nether bricks on the sides, and we're just going to do a little bit of it. It's just kind of like a little bit of shading on the edges. We'll also do it on this top edge as well. The lightest part of the gradient will be perfectly smack dab in the center of the build. So we're not going from lightest to darkest all the way across. We're going from darkest to lightest to darkest. It'll make sense once you see it. Next up is the cherry logs, which I don't think I've ever built with actually. Obviously I've built with stripped cherry logs, but definitely not just the regular ones. Ooh, and now that I think about it, I actually need to make it into wood, especially for these little pieces right here that stick out and it'll show the end of it. Oh wait, that's still not right. There we go. I don't need to do that everywhere, but I do need to do it in some places. That's the last of the cherry logs. And now we are going to move on to crimson planks. Also, we've got ourselves our third set of pillagers in today's episode. We actually had some right at the beginning, right before I was about to start recording. And then we also had some whenever I was trying to leave my base, whenever we went to the desert. I'm about to start recording the next episode, but clearly we have an issue that we have to deal with. Oh, hello. Let's just keep on running. Oh my goodness, they're literally on the house. They're just slowly creeping closer and closer. Don't look at me. Oh my goodness, he's in the farm. There's really no way around it. I'm gonna have to just kill them. I love this little ominous bottle thing that they did. Also, buddy, get down. That's not even fair. Where's my bow? I don't think I have it with me. Let me just get some scaffolding and just casually climb up. Anyways, I love the ominous bottle thing that Minecraft did because now I can just like freely kill the pillager patrols and not have to worry about it too much. All right, anyways, back to work. We're still working on these crimson planks. Oh, there's another one. Hello. That's the last of the crimson wood. And then now we will move on to a little bit of stripped crimson stem. The stripping sound, I will say, is pretty satisfying. Okay, I literally have the perfect amount of the crimson wood. That is so satisfying. Now it is purple terracotta time. I've been really enjoying practicing gradients and just like adding gradients to my builds. I feel like that is one huge benefit of larger builds is you can really do some cool gradients with them. You can definitely do gradients with smaller builds, but I feel like it just packs such a bigger punch whenever it's a larger build. So definitely expect to see a lot more gradients in this world. Anyways, clearly we're on stripped cherry logs now. We're making progress, getting closer to the center. After this, we only have 2 more blocks to do. Also, don't you agree that these days are just going by so fast? How has so many days went by? I don't understand. Moving on to some cherry planks. Oh, I just heard a wandering trader. How exciting. Though this is where we're going to be starting with the tower. So again, I don't really know how much to fill in quite yet. Honestly, for now, I think I might stop here on this side, and then once I get the tower in, I can fill in any empty areas. Honestly, I think we're just gonna leave it like this for now, but look at that beautiful gradient. Isn't that so cool? And also it kind of looks like, I mean, right now it kind of looks like a heart, but I think it also kind of looks like a butterfly. It wasn't the intention, but I think it's really cool. Oh my goodness, you're kidding. I was trying to get a cute little view of my build and there's more pillagers. Anyways, it's really going to stand out, which is so cool. I just love getting new builds into my world. It just makes the world feel so much more alive and it makes me happy. Also, here is our little wool check. Pretty good. Also, where is this wandering trader? Oh, he's right there. He doesn't really have anything good to sell, but when has he ever, honestly? I feel like he's only ever good if you're doing some kind of challenge run and you aren't able to get all of the wood types or something. All right, anyways, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this build in. Have ourselves a completed build, so let's take a peek inside and see how things are looking, shall we? So this interior was pretty hard for me to figure out how to do, and I think it was because I didn't just want to hide the ceiling because it's so cool and colorful, so I still wanted to showcase it, but just leaving the ceiling completely unfinished it looked very unfinished. So I added some support beams across, which I think really tied everything together. And then we mostly left the ceiling just completely empty, though I did fill in this little area in here. And then I had to figure out what I wanted to do with this tower. Part of me just wanted to completely hide it and pretend it didn't exist, but it looked so cool up there, so I figured that I would kind of just like finish off the ends and then make this little ladder thing so we can actually go up into the tower, though I didn't really do anything up here too much, just a lantern low enough that we can see it from the outside. And then I figured that we could honestly just like line chests up and we could store all of the excess wool here because we already have so much wool, so I think we're going to have to use that excess storage sooner rather than later. And then I wanted to leave plenty of grass around to hopefully encourage this grass to grow quickly. And then we have some little wool colors here to represent what color the sheeps are. And yeah, that pretty much does it with the interior. So let's look at all of the details of the exterior. The biggest thing that I want to note is this little sheep sign. Isn't it so cute? I really wanted to incorporate a sheep somewhere in the build, and I feel like the sign is the perfect way to do it. And then we have these little rainbow banners as well. I was going to do a whole rainbow roof, but it was just too much rainbow, so now we just have a little touch of rainbow instead. Just a little touch of rainbow. And then lastly, I just did some little landscaping around. I grew this little wheat field, and I plopped down a beehive just for the vibes, grew some little azalea trees around, and I hung some little pots from them just because it's cute. I don't have another reason, honestly. And then we have lots and lots of flowers, and I feel like this area came together really nicely. Oh yeah, and then we do have this little retaining wall as well, because in the middle of it, it's just hollow. Because if you remember, it was kind of hard to get up into this wool farm, so I kind of just brought the hill out a little bit, and therefore had to make some kind of retaining wall, unless I wanted to continue bringing the hill all the way to the river, and I did not want to do that, or rather the little pond thing. But honestly, with that, that's about it for today's episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you think about the little wool farm up there. I also completely forgot to mention that I did make this path go all the way to the front of the barn, which is pretty cool because now this back door actually has a path to it, because it didn't before this path. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up here. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you haven't already, then definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! Also, I look like a little pike. Also, I look like a little porcupine. Why is it raining in the desert? I thought it didn't rain in the desert. Oh! Is it a thunderstorm? Why are there mobs out there? What is happening? Is it nighttime? I guess so. Now I need to start working on getting all... Hello? What was that sound? La 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 la. Ah! 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 No, no, no. Don't make babies. Okay. Why did they jump like that? Okay. Also, little day check. We are on day 369. Hee hee. Oh, I have fallen off so many times.